Sama na sila.
Hi, it's Budjette Tan, writer and co-creator of Trese. I'm here to spend 8 minutes with 8list.ph. Trese is a supernatural detective police procedural story. It's about Alexandra Trese, who investigates paranormal crime, and she uses magic spells to track down the prime suspects. Well, thankfully, I did not have to deal with that problem because there was a writer's team in charge of that. But their biggest challenge was how to get a 20-page comic book and turn it into, like a full-blown episode. So they did a great job in doing that, wherein if you're an old-time Trese reader, you will realize that episodes are actually mashups of different Trese cases. So it might become a fun game for you guys to figure out which story came from where as you watch the show. It was a 10-year journey, just to give you some backstory. And there were a lot of talks to adapt it either into a live-action movie or a TV show. But somehow in those 10 years, the right ingredients and conditions were just not there in front of us. So when Netflix Anime said that they were looking for shows from other countries, that they wanted to produce anime not from Japan or not just from Japan, then it felt like the perfect opportunity to try and pitch Trese again. And considering what the story is all about and all of the creatures and characters that you need to bring to life, anime just suddenly felt like the most logical way to first present and adapt the Trese. And we're so thankful that, everything pushed through. It was at their anime festival in Japan. They sounded like they were so amazed that, oh, this is an anime story coming from the Philippines. It felt surreal to hear, Trese being mentioned alongside this lineup of other awesome anime titles that were coming out. As far as picking the voices are concerned, that was, out of our control. But again, Jay Oliva has done so many animated features, right? From Batman to Justice League Dark to Dark Knight Returns. Tanya and Shanti Harmain are the other producer of Trese, have had their fair share of producing movies and TV shows. We didn't get to give our suggestions on who to get, but I think they ended up with a really great cast. It was also great that they essentially had a free hand and was even encouraged by Netflix to find as many Filipino talents as possible. So as you can see in the US dub, that they got as many Phil American talents to join that cast. And again, it'll be exciting to see them perform the characters that me and Kajo created. I think if they are, most especially to fans of Book 3, which seems to be the big fan favorite, I think it would be... they should look out for their favorite scenes from Book 3. And any scene with the kambal, for that matter, I think is something to look forward to. That is a wish come true. I said, can we get Up Dharma Down to do the theme song or a soundtrack for Trese, and they made it happen. I've had the chance to hear the song, and I love it. It's fantastic. I like how they were able to, through the song, bring out things that Trese never gets to say in the comic book, and now you will hear it through this song. I think it's the next Trese story. I think every issue is a mountain to it's a struggle for us to think of it, to write it, to draw it. That's the mountain in front of me now, and in front of Kajo now. It's how do we continue what we've started? I think we have been lucky to have found partners like Tanya, Shanti, and Jay who have, they're the ones who conquered this mountain called, Trese, the anime series. And if ever, and I think with these two things, I think the next big mountain is how can we get Trese into the hands of more readers around the world, and how can we get it in front of more screens of people around the world. As a joke, I told Tanya, can me and Kajo do a cameo appearance, just like Stan Lee or just like Alfred Hitchcock. I said, I'm happy to be a zombie. I just want to go, oh, anything, or like an Aswangs, just give me anything. And they did it. They did not grant that wish. Maybe for season 2. Let's see. Yes. People of 8 list, please put that on your 8 list of top 8 things you want to see in season 2 of Trese. Budjette as a zombie and Kajo as an Aswang. Maybe it'll pressure them. When me and Kajo started Trese, we did it because we wanted to do something for fun and something for ourselves. So to now have Trese come out to the millions of viewers of Netflix only means that we told a story that was fun enough for others to want to share it. And I think that just makes me so happy. Makes my heart feel like it's gonna explode to know that we've done something that's worth sharing and worth talking about. I hope that the global audience enjoys the show, enjoys it enough to want to learn more about our culture, about our folklore, and to want more Filipino stories. Please watch Trese, streaming only on Netflix. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe.
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 Subscribe. Subscribe.
To 8list.ph.